Jordan, there was a play on Saturday, I think it was kind of later in the game, where you kind of snuffed out a screen and followed up and got Ryan Williams. Just walk me through that play, what kind of told you that was coming and being able to make that play.
Yeah, so it was in one of our stunt plays, and I knew that, the whole game they've been hitting us on screen plays. So just knowing that, I was just trying to play and see if they were going to throw the screen. So I seen them drop back, but the running back stayed in there for a little bit too long, and then he started to creep out of there. So it was just normal, like just instinct. We practice it all the time, like screen read. So the guys that ended before me didn't really do a good job of, recognizing it. So I took it upon myself to just, go through the things we do in practice and make the play.
Yeah, Coach Smart said he's been he learned that y'all are an effective run-stopping team on Saturdays. How would you evaluate the job y'all have done, especially the last two games against SEC opponents, stopping the run?
Like I said, like when I came in and talked to you the last time, that was our goal going into the season. Offensively, our goal was to run the ball, and I feel like we're doing a hell of a job doing that. So running the ball and stopping the run is always something that we pride ourselves on doing, and I came in and told y'all that was our goal, and I feel like y'all know, y'all see, we're doing a better job of doing that. There's still a lot more work we got to get done in different ways of stopping the run, QB run to be exact. So, it's still things we can get better at, and I'm never going to come in here and say we're the best at doing something, but we've improved, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, having had time to sit with the loss and sort of go over the way things went, where is sort of the mindset of this team coming out of this game and what you guys want to try and accomplish going forward?
One more ball game. You know what I'm saying? We got 8 more games to go. The season didn't start, and the season did not end with Alabama. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we got to get through our heads. I feel like all the guys, you know what I'm saying, no matter if you're stuck on a loss or not, we got Kentucky in 5 days, so 4 or 5 days. So everything that happened in the past is in the past for a reason, We had an opportunity to do it on Saturday. We didn't get that done. So now it's on to the next. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that every single week.
Jordan, how are you guys as a defense, kind of digesting giving up 24 against Tennessee in the first half, 21 against Alabama? You guys aren't really used to that. Any common thread about the starts for the defense?
We got to do better at it. I don't really know why it's happening, truth be told, but, it happened. And our goal throughout this week is to make sure it doesn't happen. But like I said, just going through practice and trying to come out with a little bit more energy, just coming out the ball, striking people, making plays on the ball when it's in the air. And then obviously, like the majority of the times we did get off the slow starts, we have long drives, and that plays until with a couple questions I know y'all going to ask us about third down. We got to get off the ball and get off the field on third down. That's just the biggest thing that we got to do, taking away from Saturday. Like, people want to point the finger at different things, but I take accountability for what I had a part in, which is not getting off the field on third down, and that's something we got to own. It happened, you know what I'm saying? And we got to brush that off, but honestly, we got to understand that part of the game is adjustments, and I feel like in the second half we do make great adjustments and we do come out playing better football, but like you said, I don't really have no answer to why we don't do that in the first half of the game. I don't, but I know we're going to do better at doing it. That's what this week is for.
Yeah, Kirby talked about what separates teams now. He talked about the infrastructure of handling adversity, and he talked about some teams fracturing and some teams not. Mm-hmm. And he closed by saying that you guys are built for this. So what makes you guys built for this? What's happened in that locker room that gives you the confidence that Georgia's the type of program that can move forward and have success after that?
Just knowing that it's not over till it's over. You know what I'm saying? The season, like I said, the season didn't start and end with losses. If we would have lost the first game, we still got 11 more games to go. Like, it's a long season ahead of us. And like I said, we built for adversity. Y'all seen it in games we played. Tennessee, an overtime game, we overcame a deficit, came back, fought hard. Even with Bama, we was in a hole in the first half and we couldn't get no stops on defense, and we came out and had a pitch to shut out in the second half. It wasn't good enough, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're just built, we can take a punch and give a punch back, and that's something that we pride ourselves on, and we got to continue to do that day in and day out. But I feel like it's the way we practice and the way we're coached. And our standard here, our standard is to never give up. You know what I'm saying? Till the game is over. 60 minutes or however long it takes is what we say. So till the game's over, till the season's over, we're going to keep pushing that narrative.
Yeah, you mentioned the third down. Something that plays into that is pass rush. As a defensive line, as an outside linebacker group, how do y'all approach getting after the quarterback, and what can y'all do to be better in that area, whether it's pressures, sacks, whatever it may be?
We take it seriously. Honestly, we just got to do a better job of being effective on our games. When a play is called, execution is the biggest thing for us of how we execute in a play. Certain times we was in the game and certain things didn't get executed well, and that's on nobody. That's not on the coaching staff. It's not on the scheme. It's on the players out there. So we got to do a better job of taking accountability of going into practice and working on pass rush. Like on Wednesdays, our pass rush day. So it's more of a third down day. So that day we got to take it more serious. Not saying we weren't at first, but giving up 13 of them is it's not good to do at all. So, like I said, we just got to go out there and just have fun. Have fun and not worry about nothing. I feel like we'd be too cooped up and worry about getting to the quarterback rather than beating the person in front of you, the O-lineman. You get too far looking downfield and then something else bad happens. So we just got to have fun and go out there and execute and do our job. So that's one thing we got to do better at, just execution and learn how to play with each other still. 'Cause this is a new group. All of us are new. We still learn how to play with each other. We all young, So we got to do better of being leaders and that right when we're on the field and go out there and execute.
Kirby was just talking about how this is one of the more physical matchups you guys always have. As someone who's played in the game, what stands out to you about the physicality of it?
Against Kentucky?
Yes.
Of course. The way they coached. The O-line is always aggressive. They love to run the ball. They're just like us. They're stubborn with the run. They want to run all the time. So, like I said, as y'all know, they love to be physical up front, and that's something we got to be prepared for.
Coach Smart talked about some of the guys on defense at halftime speaking up and not, being happy about how you guys have played. Who are some of those guys? Who are the leaders in that room that speak up and kind of let it be known what the standard is?
It's not even leaders. I feel like it's everybody. Even young guys speaking up, like Jonah Jonier, speaking up, saying how we got to set edges, stop the run, strike more. But obviously, older guys in there like me, CJ, Chris, KJ, Dalen, different guys in the room speaking up and talking about certain things that they feel like their position group needs to work on. So that's all.
Yeah, you guys lost to Alabama last year, but were still able to win the SEC, get to the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of lessons do you take from how you guys were able to do that last year and apply it to this year?
Just had the same mindset that we had since last year, just on to the next. We can't worry about Alabama for the rest of the season. We had an opportunity, like I said, to do that on Saturday. We fell short. Like I said, we got to knuckle up and get ready to play against Kentucky because it's on to the next. The only way to put Alabama to bed is to get prepared for Kentucky. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to play hard, be physical, and that's what we're prepared to do.
You talked about how you shut them down in the second half. Although you didn't come away with the result you might have wanted, are you still able to take away the positive aspect in that and look at how you guys improved over the game and have a positive mindset moving forward?
Of course. We went in, we adjusted. We had a plan in for the second half. We executed on that. But at the same time, you never run away from the fact what you did in the first half. Why couldn't that work in the first half? It worked in the second half, So that's a lot of different things that we did in the first half of the game that could be looked down upon. But like I said, there's no reason for that. There's no reason to be negative about anything in a game in a situation like that. You can't relish on the past, and you got to be on to the next play, next moment, next play mentality, and just be ready for next game and next play.
Jordan, after a game like that, just for you personally, how energized are you to get back out there to get to Saturday to try to get back and bounce back with a win?
Man, if I could play right now, I would. If I go out there and play right now, I would. But like I said, preparation is needed. We need preparation. We need to go review the game, what we did wrong, what we did right. But like I said, we all energized. We fired up about it. It's nothing to be. Me personally, I'm an optimistic person. I feel like everybody knows that about me if you talk to me or you know me a little bit. But it's nothing to be down about. Like I said, we had an opportunity to handle that on Saturday, and we didn't. And being accountable for that, I'm just optimistic about what's in front of us. We got a long season away waiting for us, and can't be mad about the past. And we just use that as fuel. We had an opportunity to do something, and we didn't do it. We didn't. So there's nobody that we can't point the finger at nobody. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and be prepared for the next moment. So, like you said, I'm fine. I would want to play right now if I could, but that's not the case. So that's it.
Yeah, London, how's the energy around the wide receiver room just coming after out of film study and heading into the week of practice?
Energy's good. It's just a new week, so we got a new opponent, and we're just worried about that this week.
What was your message to Talon after that drop pass, if there was one?
We've all had situation plays like that, You just kind of got to flush it and move on. It happens to the best of us, and he'll have more opportunities for sure. So just be prepared for those.
talk about moving on. Just with Kentucky this week, with it being an early start time, what's the excitement level for this team to get back out there, especially coming off a tough loss?
I mean, like I said, it's a new week, so we're looking forward to it. It's just another opportunity to prove ourselves even more. Got a good week ahead of work to do, so I think we're just looking forward to each day.
You guys struggle a little bit on third down on Saturday. Just what's the message going forward as far as keeping those drives going and just what needs to be different starting with Kentucky?
What needs to be different is just execution and little details, We've done it a million times over, and then those plays happen, and we didn't execute if it boils down to it. So just continuing to work on that.
We saw Chauncey make some big plays on Saturday. Just what have you seen from him really, going back to fall camp and just what he provides to this offense?
Chauncey's, he's a great kid, first off, and then he loves the game. He's out there giving it his all every day in practice from Monday to Thursday. So it's no surprise that he's had success so far this season.
We got to see more action from DeMello Jones. You go up against him multiple times during practice. Kind of break down DeMello's game for us. And we're not in practice, so what are you seeing that we finally got to see last Saturday?
DeMello's a great athlete to start that. He's just a great football player. He's a smart kid too. So him getting more action, like I said, for Chauncey too, is no surprise. He's put in great work. He's a tough competitor. So, I'm glad to see him out there, and he helps our team.
Yeah, just I guess what have you seen out of Gunner just the past couple days since the loss played pretty well, but team lost. He's the starting quarterback. What has been kind of Gunner's attitude since Saturday night?
Just the attitude of, move on. It's a long season. We got plenty of games ahead of us, so you can't dwell too much. We'll learn from those mistakes as a unit, as an offense. He's a great leader, and he has his head down and he's going to keep working.
I know it's early in the week, but you've played against Kentucky a lot, even going back to Vandy. What stands out to you when you play them?
They're a team that always shows up and is going to fight till the fourth quarter. So it's any SEC matchup, we got to have our head on straight and be prepared for a physical matchup. So
When we talked to Jordan, he said if he could play right now, go out right now, he would coming off of that game. Just what is it like for you as far as just being ready to get to Saturday to try to get that taste of the loss out of your mouth and go play another game?
Yeah, I think everyone wants to go ahead and play as soon as possible, but the game plan and how we do the weeks, nothing changes there. So we're just going to keep doing our thing. Like I said earlier, it is a long season, so you can't get too ahead of yourself. You got to go day by day.
London, it's been a couple weeks since you had an oil painting moment. I wonder how many people you've heard from, and what has it done, or what does it do, if anything, to be a part of something like that?
Yeah, that was a fun moment. It was in the past. It helped out that situation, that game. But everyone did their job on that certain play. So it was a fun moment, especially being back in my home state. But we got things to look forward to now, so hopefully got more big moments from everyone coming ahead.
I know. What's your favorite kickoff time? You're going from 7:45 to noon this week.
That's a good question. I call these noon games like donut games. You kind of wake up, eat a donut, play some football like you did when you were a kid. I'm a fan of them, honestly, the noon games. You get out there and just get to play. There's not too much time to think. The late games, you have all day to think. And it's a good thing, too. You can prepare and figure out any last-minute details, but the noon games are fun. You just wake up and go.
London, what has the last 48 hours been like just for you guys, walking out of the stadium with that loss and then being able to have the opportunity? You haven't been able to do anything physically yet, but just what's been the tone around the team?
I think we're still positive. Everyone knows what needs to be worked on from themselves and as a team standpoint. And I think we're honestly just excited to get to work on those now, starting today with practice and everything.
London, I think Coach Smart said after the Tennessee game that you were just kind of too nice to yell at. Just maybe explain what maybe you feel like he should have yelled at you for and why he made that comment.
Well, I think it came from the week before the Austin P game. I had a fumble there and came off the sideline. You know, and it's like it's not a good feeling. No one wants that feeling, obviously. So, and we just had to continue playing that game. But I think later, once the game was winding down, there was like a moment of downtime, and I said something to him, and that was his comment. So it kind of made me laugh, and then he said it to all y'all. So, I mean, it was just interesting for sure.